Hey fans, today's Radical Rundown. Does color affect performance? And my answer is somewhat, but not the way it used to in the past. The reason it doesn't affect it as much now is we use dye. We don't use powder. We used to use powder, colored powder, to change the color of the ball, and that affected the performance simply because the isocyanate and the polyol made a brown, tingy looking ball, and if we wanted to make the ball a brighter color, we had to put white in it, and then add the color to the white. So you started to load it with pigment. Nowadays we use dye. It's a liquid dye. You just mix it in with the resin, and that's your color. An example of what happens when you change balls, color balls, and I'll give you an example. Years ago, AMF had a ball called the XS, and the ball was tested in black, and everybody loved the way that ball performed. Well, they decided to make it in white without going back and testing again, because they didn't know at the time about the impact of pigment, and the white ball was horrible. It did not perform well. It did nothing like the test balls did. So that made the ball have a bad name, whereas the black one was a really good ball when it came out. Nowadays, when we put colors in, like I said, most of it is dye. It blends right in. Black balls hook a little bit more simply because even in the dye, there's a little more carbon pigment in it. And carbon, as you know, has more friction. That's why tires are made black, because their friction is higher. Another reason why we are so successful and our performance is pretty much uniform across the colors is HK22. It's the most impressive cover stock in the market right now, and it's clearer. Therefore, we have to add less pigment or dye in order to change the colors. The clarity is so good. So we're not changing it from a darker colored ball to another neutral color and then adding the colors to it for the design of the ball. We simply can add a little bit of dye and it's clearer cover to start with. That's today's Radical Rundown. If you have any comments, put them in the section below. Talk to you next time.